Take one. Hey dudes, John here, and welcome to another how-to video. Today we're going to be showing you guys how to make sure you're matching up the proper mods with the proper version of Forge and the version of Minecraft you're going to be running all at the same time. Now, the question I keep having is, hey, my mods won't work, but I have Forge installed and nothing seems to be working properly. Well, we kind of worked through it online because I try to help out as many of you dudes and dudettes as humanly possible. And it seems like more times than not, it's the version of Forge is not matching up with the version of the mod. And that's what I'm going to show you guys today to make sure that everything's working smoothly and you're able to play with the mods you guys want to use. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to, let's turn on our launcher first, right? So we have our launcher. The first thing you're going to see is this, right? The whole new launcher thing. I kind of like it. I mean, it's a little bit easier than the old one. There's not as many fields as before. I'm getting used to it, and a lot of people say they don't like it, but quite honestly, meh, it's either way. It doesn't really make a difference to me. The first thing you're gonna notice here is the big Minecraft logo at the top, obviously, and the giant play button here. Well, when you first launch Minecraft for the very first time, you're only gonna have probably the one the most newest. Is that a freaking even a phrase? Do I even English, bro? No. the latest version of Minecraft is going to be the one that's going to be on the play button here. Now, if you've played Minecraft and you've played before, you're going to see numerous versions of it here. So if I were to click this little arrow here, you'll see a bunch of different versions. Well, I've went ahead and installed a bunch of different versions as well. So to add different versions of Minecraft just for good old vanilla here, you click these little three bars, like a little menu icon, I guess. That's what we see on every website now, is these little three lines, right? So you click those, and then you get this menu right above, right below the Minecraft logo. It'll say news, skins, settings, and launch options. You're going to want to click on launch options, and it's going to give you this. Like I said, if you just launched for the first time, it's going to probably say 1.11.2. And then if you want to add another version, like I have a bunch already installed on here, but if you want to add one, you just simply click on this add new. And it's going to give you this. It's going to say unnamed configuration because you want to give it a name. And it's going to say, okay, latest release. Okay, so latest release is 1.11.2. Say I want to play like old school stuff, like old beta, or even the old original alpha version down here. We should do that. So I'm going to add that just for the sake of adding something so I can show you guys what I'm doing. You can add any version of it. As you can see, these are the old beta releases, the old alpha releases down here, then all the release versions after that, right? Version 1.0, we'll start with version 1.0. Version 1.0 all the way up to 11, plus all the snapshots, the stuff that isn't quite released yet, but you can still play them. So if I wanted to play the most current snapshot, it's 17W16A. They always give it these random little numbers and letter combinations. I know they make sense to them. I've looked them up before. I can't remember what they stand for. It doesn't matter. I'm selecting release 1, so I'm gonna say version 1.0. That's what I'm going to name it. You can name it whatever you want. I usually don't add much more than just the version number to it, but because this is 1.0, it's going to look odd. It's just 1.0. So I'm going to add that. I'm going to say save. And then I'm going to go back to my main menu. Now, there's no real link. There's no real button for main menu. They don't leave it very obvious. Like if you were to click this X, it just closes that menu. It's kind of lame. If you hit news, it brings you back to this main menu. Or if you hit the Minecraft logo, it also brings you back to the main menu, which is the news icon. Why they don't have a home there instead of news? This is not news. This is just a freaking photo, a picture of a snapshot. If I want to click on it, I guess it'll take me to a news article. But I think they should, if they're going to do news, they should like have a separate link for that. That's just my opinion. I don't know. It's not as straightforward as it should be for that particular purpose, at least. So anyway, so now I can go through, I can click my little menu that I've clicked the Minecraft button here. You can close this little thing right here and it just removes the little menu below the Minecraft logo if you don't like it. I always leave mine open. But you click this little arrow here, and I want to play version 1.0. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom because it's the last one I installed is version 1.0. Now I can click play, and it's going to launch version 1.0. I think we're going to do a gameplay in version 1.0. So I can click play now, and it's going to go ahead and launch Minecraft. But we're not going to get into that just quite yet. Let's go ahead and get into the mods portion of things. So now mods, I like to use Minecraft 6, but a lot of you dudes and dudettes like to use stuff like Curse. So let's go ahead and jump into Curse directly. So mods, so you want to play a specific mod. Now you have to remember, mods have to match up. So if you want to play in version 1.11.2, you have to find mods that are available for that version. Otherwise, they're just not going to work. It's that simple. So like Tinker's Construct here is supported up to 1.10.2. It doesn't work with 1.11. If I want to use storage drawers, I can use it with 1.11. It says so right there. But then I can't use it with Tinker's Construct. So when I go to make a mod pack, when I take a bunch, I call it mod pack because I take a bunch of different mods and I assemble them together because I'd like to have all of these things in my world so I could use them, like Tinker's Construct, which is my absolute favorite, one of my favorite mods out there right now. And like Iron Chest right here. This Iron Chest, it says supports 1.8.9. However, if I were to go to Minecraft 6, I can get that in 1.10.2. So it depends on where you get it from. Sometimes they're updated on certain sites, sometimes they're not. But nonetheless, so like Ender Core is an awesome one, also 1.10.2. Now, usually there's at the top here, you can always select the version you want to play. Like I want to play 1.11.2. Now it'll only give me the mods that come in that are available that are supported by 1.11.2. So that makes it really handy in the sense that I'm not going to accidentally download something that's not supported for what I want to play. So I'm going to go through here. Let's go through some of these, like just enough items. I know it should work for, well, I didn't want the logo. I really didn't. I want the just enough items is the bar on the right hand side that shows you the recipes for literally anything that's in your world. Now it's not really very handy if you're just playing vanilla and just this mod, but if you're using something like Tinker's Construct or something along those lines, like Harvest Moon, anything along those lines where you have a buttload more product items that you can create, it's good to have just enough items because you can see the recipes on how to make these things without having to go online and research and look them up. It becomes a nightmare. But anyway, so this here, it says it gives me all the listing, all the information on the mod here. I like Curse's way they do things, but at the same time, the way they do things over here, like if I were to click on any mod right here, Fancy Battle Axes, right? Fancy Battle Axes claims that it's made for both 1.11.2 and 1.10.2. If I scroll down to the very bottom here, this gives you a direct option of what you can download it for. So let's say, let's download just enough items here. I want to play on, let's do 1.8.9. 1.8.9 has a majority of all the mods out there. That one and 1.7.10. Those two have, like, you can pretty much get almost any mod pack or any mod to play on those versions because they were originally, that's when everybody started having this crazy boom of creating mods right around that time. Anyway, so we can pretty much find, there are going to be, you know, there's 14 pages of mods here, and we can find, let's see, Iron Chests here. So we can select Iron Chests and see how it was also made for 1.10.2. If I wanted to download both, I've got to go back now and I've got to go download it. Where on Minecraft 6, if I click, if I just search here, I search Iron Chests. If I select Iron Chests, it should have all the versions that I could play it on. Yeah, it sure does. So I can go from 1.7.10 all the way up to 1.11.2. It just, I think this is a little more user friendly to me because you could see all the versions it's available in. That way, if you find another mod that you really want to play, but it's not available in the version you want to play, you can just download the version of both of them to match. You get what I'm saying? So right now we're saying we're going to play in 1.8.9. Let's go ahead and just download this one here. And it went ahead and just downloaded it directly because it's just a jar file. Most of Minecraft 6 is direct downloads. Sometimes it jumps you over to an AdFly window, and I'll show you guys how to bypass that in a second. 1.8.9. Let's do one more mod just to make sure that they work together, right? Thumbcraft, right? Is it Thumbcraft or Tomcraft? I don't freaking know. All right, so this one's simple as well. You just download by clicking this top right download now button on the right. So it's going to count down now because it's going to ask me to keep both of these files here. I got to say keep, and I got to say keep. If you don't say keep, it's going to be an unconfirmed file and it won't let you open them or do anything with them. And let's go ahead and check those two out. We're going to click on our file explorer here. I'm going to go to my downloads folder. All my stuff downloads automatically to my downloads folder. There's my Iron Chest and there's my Thumbcraft. Now I keep all my mods in one folder. That way I can transfer them back and forth from Minecraft to my Minecraft mods folder. I have a dedicated folder on my desktop called MC Mods, right? So I keep all my mods in here that are for each individual version that I like to play. So we just downloaded something for 1.8.9. So I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to right click on the white space here. I'm going to go to new. I'm going to select folder. I'm going to say 1.8.9. Now these are just mods. These are not maps or anything like that. So I'm going to open up my 1.8.9 folder and I'm going to drag this one and this one over into here. This keeps me organized more. I'm going to close my downloads folder. This just keeps me organized, nothing more. That way I know where all my stuff is when I want to play mods. So now we're going to go into Minecraft here. I'm going to close the Minecraft window. So we can't install a mod while Minecraft is running, and we can't install Forge while Minecraft is running either. So now we're going to go back to now that Minecraft is closed, we're going to go back to our browser, and we're going to go to Forge. Files.minecraftforge.net. That's the website you want to go to. You don't want to download Forge from anywhere else. We're downloading 1.8.9. And here are all the versions you can download Forge for. If you want to download for an older version like 1.0.4, there are links on here that you can find in the forums where you can download older versions of Forge. So I want to download 1.8.9 because that is the version we just downloaded those two mods for, right? So I'm going to select that. Now it takes me over to the download this version. So let's go ahead and install for Windows. This is an installer for Mac, and this is the installer for Windows. I'm going to select this. It's going to jump me over to an AdFly style window. This Forge Development LLC window at the very top here is the only thing you should be paying attention to. Ignore everything down here. This thing that says your download is ready. Touch that. Don't even look at it. Just kidding. Up here in the top right-hand corner, there was a counter that counted down from 5. And it counted and it went to 0, then it hit skip. Once it hits this little skip icon, you go skip button, go ahead and click that. Click nothing else on the page. Then it's going to jump down here and it's going to install Forge for me, 1.8.9. If it asks you if you want to keep that, just say keep. It'll say in the title, Forge 1.8.9 or whatever version you're installing or downloading at the time. It'll state what version it is in the title. It'll say nothing else in there. The rest of this down here, like I said, is garbage. You can just hit back. That gets you out of that page and gets you away from all the stuff down there is just spam software you don't want on your machine. All right, so I'm going to minimize that now, and I'm going to go to my my downloads folder. My downloads folder has Forge at the very top right here because I have my organization set by date modified. If I set date modified right here, 420 is today's date. So now I'm going to go ahead and now again, Minecraft is closed. I can go ahead and double click Forge and it's going to give me sometimes it prompts me with a window. Do you want to let this software run on your machine? It's a big warning sign on the front. As long as it's from Forge and you downloaded a title that says Forge dash 1 point whatever for Minecraft, then you're okay. So I'm going to go ahead and say, okay, install client. I think I already have this version installed, but I went ahead and installed it anyway, just to show you guys. And then once it's finished, it's going to ask you, you're done. Okay. I'm going to say, okay. And I'm going to go ahead and open up Minecraft now. Now we're going to open up Minecraft just so we can see if that version of Forge installed. The first thing we're going to do again on here is we're going to add that version of Forge to our list because it's not going to be down here. I'm going to go ahead and click launch options and I'm going to say add new. And I'm going to select, where are you? It should be at the very bottom, the last thing you installed, Forge 1.8.9. There it is. And I'm going to type in for the title, for the name, I'm going to type in Forge 1.8.9. That way I know it's a Forge version of Minecraft and not a standard vanilla version of Minecraft, and what version it is as well. And I know I sound really winded, dudes, but I'm trying to be as thorough as possible to make sure you guys understand. That's it. So I'm going to say save, and I'm going to go back to the main menu here, and I'm going to select this version. Should be at the very bottom here. There it is. And now I can play Forge 1.8.9. But I haven't installed my mods yet, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this window out. And I'm going to hit the Windows and R key. The Windows key is between the Control and the Alt. It's going to open up this run dialog box. And I'm going to type in the dialog box, the %, appdata, the % again, /.minecraft/again. You want to make sure that you type this in properly. So I'm gonna copy paste this into the description below, so that way you guys can just copy and paste it directly if you're worried about mistyping it. And then just hit OK, and it's gonna open up your Minecraft window right here, right? And then you're gonna look for this folder called mods, not mod packs, but mods. If this folder does not exist after you install Forge, you can just go ahead and create it by right-clicking, going down to new and click folder and then naming it MODS, mods. But I already have a mods folder, so I'm not going to do that. So every once in a while, randomly, it just doesn't install. I don't know why it does that, but after you install Forge, it should be there. But like I said, if it's not, put it in there yourself. It's not a big deal. So I'm going to go into my mods folder here. So now I'm going to open up my MC mods folder that's on my desktop. This is where I store all my mods. So I'm going to open up my 1.8.9 folder, and I'm going to grab these two. I'm going to drag them over into my actual Minecraft mods folder. So now they're in there and no longer here. So I'll move them back and forth as I'm using them or not using them. That way there's never extra copies on my machine. It doesn't take up extra space. Not that they're very big, but still, you get the idea. All right, so now I can close this window out and they should be installed properly. I'm going to go ahead and turn on Minecraft again, and we're going to go ahead and run this. Let's see here. We got Forge 1.8.9, and I'm just going to simply select play. All right, here we go. So you can see here it's powered by Forge, so you know Forge is running. It also says 6 mods loaded. You can actually select mods here, and you can see what mods are installed. So it looks like Thaumcraft, Baubles. I think that's part of Thaumcraft right there, and then Iron Chest. The initial first 3 mods are always going to be your coder and your Minecraft Forge mods. This is all the first 3 should always be there, even if you have no mods installed and you're running Forge. Those 3 should always be there. I'm going to select done. I'm going to say single player. I'll create a new world. We'll call it, sure, we'll say create world, and it should load us in with some cool stuff from Thaumcraft. Like I said, I've never really used it before other than in Sky Factory, so maybe it's cool. I really don't know. Let's go ahead and go into game mode 1, and I'm going to hit. See, you'll notice whenever you're in vanilla Minecraft, you only ever have 1 page of things, of items, right? So you have the 5 on top plus a search, and then 5 on bottom plus your survival chest, right? So if I were to go to the right, I have all my Thaumcraft stuff. This is all the stuff that they include in this. Wow, there's some pretty cool stuff in here, actually. What are they? What are you, bro? They're like druids. This is where my better PvP mod would come in really handy, because it'll tell me what everything is. I'm going to guess I would die in a second. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Oh, they're friendly. Are you friendly? Nope, nope. They're not friendly. Crimson Knight just killed me. That's basically the gist of it, dudes. There's not a whole lot much more to it. You just have to, like I said, you just have to make sure whatever version of Minecraft Forge you're using has to match the version of Minecraft you want to play, and also the version of the mods you are using. Everything has just got to match up across the board, then you'll be okay. Thanks for watching, dudes. If you guys do like this video and you want to see more stuff like this, if you can give me a big fat thumbs up down below, greatly appreciated. And if you're at all new to our channel, if you guys can click that subscribe button, it helps the channel out a ton. And while you're at it, if you click the little bell, it turns on notifications and it lets you dudes and dudettes know when we upload our daily videos. And until next time, guys, see ya.